Welcome back to another edition of Wicked Outdoors Podcast. Today I got Charles Mills here from Outdoor University. And today we're just going to talk about topics of the week. Yeah! I'm going to start it off. Charles, the ice is melting. Can't get out there. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, there's a lot of things that you can do at this time of the year, man. Here in the northern states, we have a period where the ice is so thin you can't get out there and you can't get your boat out there. The shoreline's really thawed enough, to fish them. So what I like to do is I like to go through three major things. Number one, I always restring my rods. New line, everything else, though, a lot of those rods sat over that winter, and dry rot happens. It will put away wet, wasn't stored properly, freezing, cold, heat, contract, especially on mono, and fluorocarbon is the worst, but mono is really bad too because of the UVs. If they're, if you store them outside. Number two, go through your tackle box, guys. It probably looks horrible from the end of the year last year. Things slung all over the place because you're trying to get a lure and your fish are jumping over there and you're trying to do what you got to do. So, organize that tackle box. Get your plastics together, get your crankbaits together, get your different, scenarios together, however you guys do it. As a matter of fact, Outdoor University, we got a little video coming up on how I set my personal tackle box up. And number three, this is the most important one. Boat maintenance. I don't know how many times that I have been on the water. Get the boat in, I start going, and I got to stop what I'm doing to help somebody else that's stranded. Stranded because he didn't do his maintenance. He didn't check this. He didn't check that. He didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I like to go through my boat from bow to stern, all the way, all of it. That way I know that when I get on that water, not only am I going to be productive and successful, but I'm also going to be safe, because you got to remember, I got Jack the cameraman on my boat. A lot of other times we have subscribers from Outdoor University. We take a lot of subscribers out. We do. We interact a lot with our subscribers. Everybody that, watches, all you guys out there that are subscribers to Outdoor University, I'd like to thank you. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot, for you. We're here to try to put out the best content that we possibly can.
Absolutely. And you're forgetting a major thing that you have to do. Restock at odupricemasters.com. They got the best prices. And I'm telling you, I hate to get out on the lake, that first time out. All of a sudden I'm looking, I'm like, where's my number 6 hooks? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do that too. What I'll do is, because I burn a lot of hooks up, Jack. You're my camera guy,
Absolutely.
You watching me fling lures all over the place. They're everywhere. I'm trying to get something, because I know something's happening and I'm trying to, get the optimal procedure that needs to be done. So I always restock. You're right. Restocking is a very, very, very important thing. And there's a lot of new lures coming out, man. There is a lot of stuff, guys, coming out of Japan right now that is super hot, man. Some of you guys heard about the Inu rig. I hate it. I think it's junk. But you know what I'm saying? I think it's a hoax. Using a piece of straw and super glue. I'm not cool with that, man.
No.
Some of their crankbaits are phenomenal, man. Some of the stuff that these guys are coming out with, some of their crankbaits, I'm old school, so I remember, the old Rapala days, and the bombers and stuff like that, man, where you had to, whip out your, stick it in the water, whip out your pliers and tune it. Some of these crankbaits are coming pre-tuned straight out of the box. And that is phenomenal. Some of these guys are seeing these $14, $15 price tags on these crankbaits, man. And they're going, what? $15, $14 on a crankbait. Well, that's because, they're pre-tuned. You know what I'm saying? These things are awesome. Just some of the plastics too that are coming out of Japan. Oh my God, man. The largemouth bass was introduced to Japan, a while back ago, and it's grown. As a matter of fact, it's Japan's #1 sport right now.
Yeah.
Bass fishing is. So it's just blown up over the years. I mean, it's insane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Africa's got, we introduced largemouth bass to Africa too. And I mean, dude, don't be surprised if one of these world record largemouths come out of Africa. I mean, I've seen fish in the 19, 20-pound range pulled out of African lakes, man. I'm telling you right now.
Are we going to have to go to Africa to do some bass fishing, you're telling me?
You got to go to Africa to do no bass fishing. You understand? You ain't gonna beat the country who invented bass fishing. End of that conversation.
End of that.
You're right. Bass are native of North America. We pioneered it. You know what I'm saying? We started it. Listen, Bruce Lee will never be able to beat the old man, Chinese guy with the long eyelashes and the beard that caught him. He'll never be able to beat him. You don't beat your master. You understand? United States is the master of bass fishing. End of that conversation. But with that being said, there are some really, really, really hot items coming out of Japan right now. Some of their crankbaits, some of their drop shot plastics, man. I mean, they're cutting no corners. They're really not. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing what's coming out of there. But restocking, like you said, man, that's an important thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I always seem to forget one or two items. In the spring when I start getting out there and we start filming and hitting it real hard. We will be this year hitting it very, very hard for you guys. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. You guys are gonna really like it. As a matter of fact, we just spent a lot of money on your Mr. Jack, the cameraman over there.
Yeah. Updated.
You want to tell him, Jack?
If I don't get the shot, there's something wrong.
Right, because we just spent a bunch of money on cameras.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And mounts and everything. New audio. So everything's going to be upgraded. The production alone is going to be top notch. The editing, top notch. Because me and Jack's been editing so far. You know what I'm saying? But Outdoor University is growing. The brand's everywhere now. I mean, it's all over Facebook. Everybody's seeing it on Facebook. The Outdoor University page is blowing up on Facebook.
The YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel. Woo! Yeah.
I'm just glad to get the knowledge out there, to viewers, to help you catch more fish, not to teach you. If you're a pro, man, we got some good tips and tricks to help you catch more fish.
It's not just that. It's just, these guys are out there, they got a chest cam on, a little GoPro out there, they're bass fishing, or they're catching some fish, and they're telling you nothing.
Yeah,
they're not telling you why they're catching fish. They're not even telling you what they're using. They're just showing them, they're just out there catching fish. 500,000-600,000 views. And you learned nothing.
Nope.
Number one, when you watch a video, you want it to either one, solve a problem. Number two, teach you something. If you spend one day of your life and you did not learn something that day, you wasted that one precious day of your life.
Yep.
So every day I try to learn something. Like I tell people all the time, there's no such thing as getting skunked. I was talking to my buddy Tim yesterday. We was down at a public lake here off of the causeway yesterday. Tearing up some monster crappies, by the way, guys. 16, 17 inches. Got broke off by two big northerns. Had 3 follow-ups. We were doing really, really, really well. And he was just happy to catch fish. He's like, man, that's 2 times I went out. I got skunked and it sucked. I said, why did it suck? He said, what do you mean? Because I didn't catch any fish. I said, well, did you learn something? He goes, no, I didn't learn anything. I said, yeah, you did. You learned that what you was doing at the time you was doing it and where you was doing it produced nothing. So you learned not to do that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I never thought of it that way. I said, so you learned something. So you didn't waste a day. So getting skunked is not a bad thing, gentlemen. It's not. I want you guys to understand that, man. It's really not a bad thing. And the reason why I say that is because you learned something. You know what I'm saying? You know that what you was doing isn't working. Where you was doing it at the time you was doing it isn't working. You know what I'm saying? I say this all the time. Behavior equals vocation. Vocation equals presentation. Presentation equals success. I say that all the time. Jack, you hear me probably say that 1,000 times a day.
Yeah, that's the truth, though.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, I said, hey, but I did go out last year at a really good lake that produces great fish. I got skunked. Did I learn something? Yeah, I did. He caught all the fish. That's what I learned.
Well, there's a lot of, like he was talking about, it's early ice,
Yeah.
That water temp's still pretty cold. And one thing you got to understand is behavior is different in southern lakes and northern lakes. Okay. Northern lakes don't freeze. Southern lakes don't freeze. Okay. Yeah. Their metabolism slows. Okay. But they don't do the behavioral patterns the same.
Right.
As these fish. As a matter of fact, fish in different elevations. Crappie in Colorado don't do what crappie in Ohio at a lower, elevation does. They don't. Swim bladders are different. The pressure in the atmosphere is different. And people, once you understand all of that, you'll have a way better understanding of the behavior in your area that you fish. Because you got these guys out there all the time. They're telling you these things. Hottest new lure. Use this. Catch crappies. Well, guess what, man? That's just,
Yeah.
Stop lying to people, man. Stop lying to people. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do want to say, and I am going to catch a lot of flack for this. Forgive me. But lures are made to catch people. Your wallet. They're not made to catch fish.
You hit the nail right on the head, man.
They're not. Okay. Do they work? Yes. Here is what is destroying the lure industry. I'm going to tell you what's destroying the industry. What's happening in the outdoor industry right now that you are not noticing is more people are going towards a live bait. And here's why, is because now with the invention of live scope and panoptics, they can find them. They don't need to learn behavior. They can find them. Now they know, that they're there. So they throw a live bait at them because there is no lure that outfishes live bait. I don't care what part of the country you live in. I don't care what your credentials are. Nothing beats live bait. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Okay. I've been your 7-time Department of Natural Resources Angler of the Year. Okay. 4 articles published in Fisherman Magazine. Okay. I got credentials just like the rest of you guys. Nothing beats live bait. That's the end of the conversation. Do lures have their place? Of course they do. They were used as a locator bait. Okay. Back in the day when I was younger, what I would do is I'd run a crankbait. When I found a bass, I'd switch straight to a bobber and a shiner and just kill them. All the inactive bass that didn't want to chase, that shiner just sit there like this. They just come up real slow and swallow it. Done. Easy. I was catching way more bass than anybody else. Good locator baits. Now, are lures fun? Yes, they are. Is there a time when lures, I don't want to say outfish live bait, but will produce numbers? Yes, because there are times where the bass are really inactive. Okay. I mean, really active, and they want to chase. Okay. That's what they want to do. They want to chase. They want to chase. They want to chase. And that, you know, and that shiner under the bobber is just sitting here. But there's a different presentation that you can use with live bait. You know what I'm saying? Hook them right to the face, twitch them, let them swim off, twitch them, let them swim off, twitch them. You know what I'm saying? You, fish it like a crankbait, hook them right to the face, and fish it like a crankbait. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But do lures have their place? Of course they do. Are they fun to use? Yes. Are they more satisfying to use than live bait? Of course they are, because you worked for that fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You made that fish bite. That's why people love lures. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I love lures. I didn't make that bass bite that shiner. That shiner made that bass bite that shiner. But that bass that bit that crankbait, I made that bass bite that crankbait. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
By how I moved that crankbait. Them plastics, I made that bass bite them plastics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody knows me, and everybody knows Outdoor University is a huge advocate for live bait. But lures are great. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But most lures, gentlemen, are made for your wallet. You know what I'm saying? They're not made for fish. And that puts me back in this, thing with these Japanese companies, man. They're producing really, really, really nice action on their lures. I mean, they're on their game. You know what I'm saying? American lure companies, step it up, guys. I'm warning you right now, man. I'm warning you. I am watching the industry. I am in this industry. I watch it very, very, very closely. I watch trends. I see what's trending. I see what's catching fish. I know what's catching fish. Okay. I catch fish. There's not a day that goes by that I don't catch a fish. 7 days a week, 365. I catch a fish every day. Mentally, if I don't catch a fish that day, I'm freaked out. I'll come home, lay down, man. I'll lay down and it'll bother me so much that I'll get up out of bed, get dressed, and go back out, even if it's in the middle of the night. I'll catch one fish and leave and be like, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a weirdo like that.
Yeah. Hey, I was like that last summer. I got to get me something before this boat pulls out the water. I got to get me something. Bluegill, catfish.
Last year, you've seen some good fish last year.
Oh yeah. I'm coming after you, Muskie. I'm coming after you, Muskie. This is the year.
You've seen some pretty big fish last year, Jack.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Some huge.
Bigger fish than you've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Outdoor University, we work really hard. I mean, I spent 40 years of my life, man. I started when I was 8 years old. I'm 48 now, almost 49. I started when I was 8 years old. I used to just sit there and just watch the bluegills, just watch them, and be like, why are they doing that? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Okay, it's raining. Okay, the sun's shining, and they're doing this. They're doing this, and I used to just constantly, and I'd write it in a little notepad. You know me, I'm screaming about notes. Yep. Keeping logs. Just watch the videos. That's me always screaming about logs. I'll try not to do that this year, guys. We're trying to break up the monotony of it being more of a school environment and a university environment, of us teaching you, and a lot more entertaining. Like I said, we're really stepping up our game this year. We got a lot of stuff going on at Outdoor University. I can't even begin to tell you guys, the plans that we have, but I will, let you know that we are going to be shooting a segment. We will be chasing the world record blue catfish. We are going to bust it. We are going to try to bust that thing, and we're going to try to bust it wide open. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then maybe after that, I might go chase the world record striper. after that. I mean, I'm not too sure what world record we're going to chase after that, but we're going to, we're going to do several segments on it until we do it, And when I put my mind to something, I'm pretty good at it,
Yeah. So I was on YouTube.
Okay.
And those numbers on the Bigfoot videos.
Here we go, man. Here we go, guys. I knew we wasn't going to get through this podcast without him saying something about Bigfoot.
Grass man.
UFOs, ghosts.
Okay, the ghost is a little far out, but hey, all right. That might be something. That is outdoor, right? Outdoors is outdoors.
Yeah. So I guess we might as well go ahead and tell them that we do have a new channel in the works. Paranormal Channel. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a big ghost guy, I mean, I can't beat up a ghost, I mean, I can beat up flesh and blood. I'm not afraid of flesh and blood. I'm a little, weird on the ghost situation. There'll be some ghosts, there'll be some Bigfoot stuff, there'll be some UFO stuff on there, because it seems like that's what, we've been getting a lot of comments, man. People want to see it,
And now that we have gear for it, I mean, we can do a lot more. And we're going into this full-fledged skeptics. I know I get a lot of heat out there from a lot of people, but I say this, prove it to me. I gotta see. I'm a visual guy. I don't want to see deer on the heat sensors.
Well, I'll say this right now.
Coming for you.
I'm a skeptic on most things. Not on the afterlife. I don't want to get rid of it, guys. And I don't want to break down the science on it because I can't. Right. But I believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts.
Oh, I believe in ghosts. I've seen one.
And we're not doing this. We're not gonna go down this road yet. We're not gonna go down this road yet. We're just gonna give these guys a taste. We're not gonna go down this road. But just to let you guys know, we do got something in the works for you guys, man. Because people just blowing us up. Like I said, this brand is growing and it's growing huge. And we've got 50% of people screaming, more Bigfoot, more Bigfoot, more Bigfoot. We got the other 50% of screaming, more fish, more fish, more fish. And then we got a handful of people going, what's up with the deer? And it was, I really didn't want to put anything, hunting on this year. I wanted to test the waters and find out, where, it needed to go. But I hunt. And I hunt hard.
Oh, and I know we got some good episodes to be throwing on later this year of some of the hunts from this year. You guys will be amazed.
Yeah, I'm not going to release those until hunt season. Yeah. We got a lot of wildlife management coming up, a lot of whitetail management stuff, because man, there's a lot of misinformation out there. These guys out there screaming food plots. Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know when, where, and how. You know what I'm saying? Because you can screw your whole deer herd up. Now you got a bunch of does and all your bucks are gone. And then you're wondering, well, it doesn't make sense. I got a food plot, but I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of videos like that coming up and stuff like that. We also, I'd like to announce, what do you want to announce? Fireside.
Go ahead. Shoot it out there.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to announce this. I'm going to let you guys know what's going on with this podcast. Here in a few weeks, we'll be moved. We are going to start doing this podcast from the campfire. We are going to sit around the campfire and we are going to talk about this podcast. It will be done at night. Hopefully we don't get attacked by Bigfoot, but
or ghosts.
Whatever. But we're going to do several, that we're probably going to wind up doing some camping stuff also, this year too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some great survival videos coming out.
Yeah. And those were hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I like playing, I like laying down on my plush bed, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, released a lot of good stuff like that. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up. But also, guys, remember, man, spring's right around this corner. I mean, it's right around the corner. Number one, make sure those rods are tight. Make sure everything's good. Your eyelets are all good, so nothing's flopping off. Because a lot of times when you leave those rods out, and that cold and heat, it'll start to crack that glue on that tip. And you'll cast it. Next thing you know, there's your tip on your line. You're like, dang it, check your rods, check your line, new line, organize that tackle box, get what you lost back last year, check out what the hottest lures are, try to throw stuff that nobody else is throwing either. You know what I'm saying? Find out, because, there's lakes that are crankbaits, lakes that are rubber worm lakes. All the guys are throwing, jig and pig, throw something different, job shot at them. You know what I'm saying? Do different things, and and most important, and number one, please,
Take a
guys,
kid fishing.
Well, boat maintenance.
Boat maintenance. Yes. Take a kid fishing this year.
Yeah.
You change his life.
Yeah. Also, man, support your vets.
Absolutely.
I'd like to say, a little prayer for Ukraine too. These people, man.
Yeah.
He's getting out of control, Brain. He really is. I'm not going to get political on this channel, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'd like, and I will stand up and say, the Outdoor University and ODU president and cutie.pet.shop, that's the pet shop, all have stopped imports and exports to Russia. We don't sell to them, and we do not import any products from them with these companies. And I suggest everybody else follows the same. Let this guy know that you don't believe the free world. Freedom can't be shaken. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But anyways, and I want you guys to remember, too, Outdoor University has an IOP program. Log on to outdooruniversityonline.com. Go to the IOP program, man. It's where we take kids out. Please donate $5 and they get a kid, $1 and they get a kid, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Please, just let's get these kids out. Let's get them away from their Xboxes. Let's teach them some respect for the outdoors, for the environment. Let's just teach them great human skills. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to learn. Well, they're not going to learn human skills sitting in front of a video game, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm Charles Mills with
And
Outdoor University.
And I'm Jack with Wicked Outdoors Podcast. And I am the camera.
Well, that's it. I knew you were going to say that. All right, guys.
All right, man. It's been fun.
Please. Also, remember, small carbon footprint, guys. Outdoor University. See you later.
Peace.